Okay, my loves. So, today we're gonna work on front split, which is this one. And I went for a jog yesterday, so I'm like. So we're gonna work a lot on the hamstrings, but also on the lengthening of this. When we do front split, we need from the back leg really open quadriceps and front chain, and from the front leg we need these muscles. So we're gonna work through that today. So we're gonna start gentle but focused with a Paschimottanasana. So you're gonna remove your flesh from under the buttocks, have the feet slightly apart, like hip width distance apart. And then for the first part, we're not gonna engage too much. We can round our backs and just let ourselves fall down, starting to feel the stretch behind our hamstrings. Try to have a heavy head, so we round the back, and we use really this position to come into the breath.
It's okay to put something back?
Yeah, put something back if you want. So what we're really focusing on, we're taking this first position to also meditate and come into the space for today, is to take very deep inhales through the nose, and as we exhale, we feel the belly pressing into the spine, rounding and allowing ourselves to fall a little more deeply into the stretch. Really take the time also. The only thing you want to focus on the legs really is that the feet don't flap right and left, so they're more or less in line. And as we go along, maybe you can flex the feet a little more. And I was talking to a friend the other day, she's a very experienced massage therapist, about the neurological pattern that connects the neurons with the tendons, and especially working with the hamstrings. A lot of times the inflexibility there comes because there is a feeling of unsafety starting from the nervous system. So we really want to use the breath to calm the nervous system, specifically the exhalation, squeezing that vagus nerve that is responsible for the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest, safety, relax, sleep. So whenever we strongly exhale with the belly into the spine, we're squeezing the diaphragm, we're activating the nervous system, the vagus nerve, and maybe our legs feel a little more safe to let go. Always come back observing if the knees are falling right and left, bring them in one line. Maybe you can make some movements with the feet, some circles, using the chance of this position to also address the ankles. Last week we worked a lot with the ankles and the feet.
It's been so short that I almost cannot do that round.
Yeah. It's probably also tension in the belly, makes the whole body more...
Yeah, but it's always like that.
Yeah. So that's a good work for you to do, like to think about the breath rather than wanting to go into the position with the body. Think that the breath is going to allow you to go more down. Stay with it. Observe the mind. If it starts to go any places, you want to come back here. And also notice your sitting bones. Are you able to have the same amount of weight, right and left? And if not, what do you have to change for that? Think about your sacrum. Lower back is also stretching, is also part of the flexibility. And then for the last couple of breaths, we want to add a little extra neck stretching. So try to bring the chin closer to the chest. Maybe you're going to feel between the shoulder blades as you do this. At the same time, we're also stretching the nerve itself, the nerves themselves. It's a test we do in physiotherapy to see if the problem lays in the muscles, tendons, or the nerves. Coming into a little bit more engagement, we want now to flex our feet and slightly press the heels into the floor. To flex our feet, we probably have to engage the quadriceps as well, so you think about the kneecap going direction pelvis, pressing now the back of the knees into the floor, so the leg becomes active. Lleva los pies así. Yeah. Y bien pesada la cabeza. For you, bring the hands here and pull on the pinky side. Just a couple more of these. Starting to target a part of our split. Just 3 more breaths. Try to make them count as much as you can. Then just 3 times. It doesn't matter where your hands are. We're going to extend the back. So maybe you want to bring your hands on the shins, inhaling. Make the back long and strong, shoulder blades together. And then exhale, we round again and we let ourselves fall. So we increase the exhalation, tuck the chin in. 2 more times, deep inhale, legs stay completely engaged. Exhale, lower. Last one, deep inhale. Long and strong, untuck your tailbone. Exhale, round and fall down. 5 last breaths here now. Maybe you have gained just a couple of millimeters. See for yourself. If nothing has happened, that's also fine. Working step by step. Last 2 breaths. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. Release the hands. The hands become parallel to the legs. Palms face each other. Full extension in the arms. Full squeeze and engagement of the legs. Inhale with a straight back, we come up. And 5 times we're going to go down without releasing the hands. Inhale up. And the attention here is on the legs. The legs are completely contracted. The feet are flexed. And we use the strength of our hips to make us bend down. 2 more. Inhale up, feel the lower back. Exhale down. And then we come up, hands next to the body. Targeting now the quadriceps. We're gonna, we can shake a little bit the legs. So, we want to point the toes, and this is really also inner core compression. You can have the hands either next to the hips, next to the knees, or closer to the ankles. The closer you go to the feet, the harder it is. Important here, feet is long, full contraction of the quadriceps, and we're gonna do 10 times, lifting the right leg up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, relax. Very good. Giving the signal to the quadriceps is gonna have to be tired so we can stretch more. Other leg. 1, 2, always as you exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Cramp. Very good. Straight into it. Last and most difficult ones, we will try to do with both. For the both variation, we have the legs together. So you can really have the hands here. Help yourself with pressing down. The closer we go, of course, the more difficult it is. Focus on the quadriceps. Squeeze the legs together, and we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if it's little. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax one moment. We give the impulse. Press the hands there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. 5, 6. Squeeze the legs together. 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay, let's stretch what we just did. So we both do a quadricep stretch and a hamstring stretch. So you're gonna bring the right leg behind. Maybe move a little bit of the muscle of the calf. So you can sit. Ideally, you feel both sitting bones down. Right heel is behind. First thing we do is we're gonna go behind. So stretching what we just engaged right now. Staying here for 5 breaths. The other leg, left leg is engaged and strong. If you are on your elbows, try to push the chest out and then bring the right sitting bone on the floor as well. So you really extend the quadriceps. Left foot is flexed, so we're still engaging, we're still feeling, the whole body is contracted. And breathe into your right quadriceps. If on the elbows is too easy, you can also go a little more down. For those of you who already feel they can. But make sure that the other knee doesn't lift up. Beautiful. Sharon, have the right knee closer to your left. A little bit closer, yeah. Beautiful. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up. Extend the arms above your head. And this time we're gonna bend forward, grabbing ideally the left foot. If we cannot, we grab the left ankle, but the left foot is flexed. Beautiful. Flex the foot, yes. Use the exhalation, think about the belly button going in. And at the same time, we press the left heel into the floor. Really press, feel the whole engagement of the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up, switching the legs. Yay. Directivity to our bodies. So find alignment, remove the flesh from the calf muscles, engage the right leg. Knees don't have to be completely together, but also not far apart. Yeah, we want to stretch the right line so the left knee looks forward. And then, left quadricep is a bit different. We go down. Right foot is engaged. If you're on your elbows, push the shoulder blades together.
It's okay that the stretch is going till here?
Yes, quadriceps muscle goes till above the knee, the ligament, the tendon, I mean. So we can feel it till the knee. Natalie is your name, no? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Try to push your right knee a little closer to the floor so it doesn't lift. And also the right hip strongly into the floor, like yes, the sitting bone. It's kind of tucking the tailbone in. Yeah, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and we come up. 1. Inhale, arms above the head. And then exhale, we bend forward, grabbing now the right foot or the right ankle. So at this point of the class, it's not so important how much we can come forward to touch the foot. The most important part that we're doing mobility training is that we really want to engage the leg, the right leg. So push the right heel into the floor, engage the right foot as well. Think about your right kneecap going direction pelvis. So all the leg is engaged. We stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We come back up. Both legs to the front. Let's give a little rest. Bending the knee and just falling side to side. Beautiful. Just a couple of times, we're gonna roll back and front, using our abs as well a little bit, massaging the whole of the spine. Make sure that the lower back doesn't flap on the floor, but is round. And next time you come up, you make your way into a tabletop position. Find alignment between the wrist and the shoulders, the knees and the hips. Tuck your tailbone in so you're not overarching. And then we're going to bring our right leg up. We're going to bring it up, put up and back down for 10 times. Push up with the foot flexed, feeling the hamstrings. This is 4. 5. We tuck the tailbone in because we don't want to use the glutes. We just want to use the hamstrings at this round. 7. 6. No, we're going upwards. 9 and 10. Next time you come up for 10, we pulse. Pulse with your sole of the foot. Don't collapse in the left hip. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Couple of circles with the pelvis, releasing any tension. That is the first time you train after your illness. Mm-hmm. Wow. Welcome back to the body. Okay, other leg. So we first find alignment. With alignment, I mean that we don't collapse in the right hip, that we are strong in the upper body. And then push up and down for 2. Try to not outer rotate the left hip. We want to stay in one line, only the extension, only the hamstrings. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come up and stay up. We pulse for 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to sit on your heels. Just a moment. We close the eyes. And let's try to focus on this line of energy that happens between the back of the knee and the sitting bone, what we just worked on, our hamstrings. Picture the muscle, picture the engagement. Maybe you feel it. I feel a little fire in there as well. Targeting. As we keep switching between the back chain and the front chain, we're now going to come into a side plank variation. So you're going to open the right shin to the side. You're going to be on your right side. We're going to lift the left leg up, pointing the left toes, extending the left arm up into the sky. And for 10 times, actually, let's bring the left arm above the head. We're going to crunch with the straight leg, as close as it goes. So it's a core exercise, but if we leave the left ankle facing inward, you will feel your quadriceps engaging. So try to not have a rotation in the ankle as much as you can. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next time you come back, bend the left knee, grab the ankle from the outside, a little stretch. Push the front body to the front. Push the foot into the left hand. Engage that quadriceps. Mobility is movement under contraction, targeting the joint. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Back to tabletop position. Other side, come on the left, open the left shin, lift the right leg up, find the alignment, meaning push already the hips out, right arm to the front, point the right toes, and 1, 2, try to have the leg parallel to the floor at all times, there's also stability, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's harder, one leg is harder, 9, 10, leg behind, bend, take the foot and open. Try to have the whole thumb down, yeah, and grab the floor with your hand for more stability. Look at your right knee. It should be in one line with the hip, not lower, not higher. Beautiful. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend, relax, and let's do a couple of cat and cow. Inhale for cow, exhale round for the cat. We always want to teach to the body that we're not torturing, we're just targeting. So a little more simple movements in between can teach that. And back to neutral spine. We're gonna make our way in downward facing dog, passing through some core exercise. So curl your toes under and come into bear plank. So the knees lift up, just a couple of maybe 1-2 centimeters from the floor. Tuck your tailbone in so you round the lower back. And we're gonna stay here for 10, 9. Keep breathing. Keep using the exhale to engage the abs. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Come into plank for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Strong arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen to the change. Point the right toes, lift the right leg up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. Point the left toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to plank. Inhale. Slowly lower all the way down. Make a little pillow with your hands. Shake the hips side to side. Just a moment to relax here before we keep addressing the hamstrings and back chain. The way to down dog sometimes is longer than expected. So both front hips are down on the floor. Make sure to have the hands just under the chin and the elbows in one line with the wrist. Find the alignment there. Both feet are long and engaged. And for 10 times, we're going to lift the right leg up. 2, 3. Really point the toes. 4, 5, 6. Now more glutes are engaged. 8, 9, and 10. Straight into the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press back into child pose. Open the knees wide, big toes touch, extend to the front. So before we come into a bit more movement, take some breaths here in child pose. And to make sense of what we're doing, I will explain a little bit how this PIR works, the post-isometric contraction. So it's basically contracting a muscle, making it tired, so that then it allows more flexibility. In this case, we're tiring our hamstrings by engaging them. It's not pure PIR, because that we will do isometrically, but still the principle is the same. You tire the muscle that is preventing the movement. So when the hamstrings are a little more fluffy, they allow more forward bending. When the quadriceps is a little more fluffy, then it allows better back bends. And so we're working in both directions today for our split. Just a couple of more breaths here. In a moment, we're going to come into sun salutations to also warm up our cardio and the heart. And then proceeding with more targeted movements. From child pose, press up into downward facing dog. We use today also the downward facing dog to work on our hamstrings. Feet are as wide as the hips. Push the floor away with your hands. We're staying here for some breaths. Maybe pedal your feet. Try to bring the heels to the floor. José, deja los pies donde están, las manos ven acá. Muy bien. Flexiona la rodilla un poquito. Flexiona. Y lleva eso, el sacro, en el cielo. Muy bien. Eso mejor. ¿Sientes el estrecho acá, el estiramiento? Sí. Bien. 3 more breaths in down dog. Look at your belly button. Feel the whole body behind you being stretched and engaged. Next, hamstrings activation. Lift the right leg up, and for 10 times we're going to tap the top of the toes to the floor and then the leg back up. Once again, try to have the leg in one line so the right hip is not open rotating. We're just engaging the back chain. Another 5, 4, 3, strong right leg, 2, and 1. Lift the leg up for 5, 4. At the same time, the left heel wants to go on the floor. Shoulders in one line. 3, 2, and 1. Right leg down. Preparing with the left one. Point the left toes, tap the floor, and 1. Extend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leave it up for 5. Right heel comes closer to the floor. Don't open the left hip too much. 3, 2, and 1. Left leg comes down. Slowly walk to the front of the mat. Feet are separated as wide as the hips. Grab hold of the big toe with index and middle finger. One time, bend the knees so that the upper body comes closer to the thighs. Inhale with the knees slightly bent. Extend the back, look forward, stretch the elbows. Deep inhale here. As you exhale, you pull on the big toe, opening the elbows to the side, extending the legs as much as it goes. 10 breaths into this big toe stretch. Is the first position of the Ashtanga series, first primary series. What you focus on here is on having the elbows opening to the side. Yeah. Pushing your big toe into your fingers. So engage the foot. Targeting now also the calf muscles. They also need to stretch when we do a forward bend. Ankle work we did last week. So push the big toe into your fingers of the hand. Use the exhale to bend a little more forward and also to stretch the back of the knees, coming out of the micro bend, millimeter by millimeter. 5 more breaths here. The head is heavy, no tension in the shoulders, weight in the front foot. Use it as a resting posture while at the same time is a directive posture. Beautiful. Slowly release the fingers. Halfway lift, inhale, hands on the shins or tip of the fingers on the floor. Exhale, forward bend, bending the knees, rounding the back, coming up vertebra by vertebra, slowly, slowly. Head and arms as last. Make a circle with your shoulders. And a moment to close the eyes, saluting our standing posture, our verticality. Focusing on our feet for a moment. Slight bend in the knees. Tailbone drops in the floor. How does it feel to stand? Let's make a little counter pose before coming into sun salutations. Bring the hands behind your back, above your buttocks, elbows together. Squeeze the glutes, inhale, and push forward. What you want to feel here is that the glutes are squeezing so that you push the front hips to the front, stretching the quadriceps and the iliopsoas. Elbows closer together behind your back. Feet with equal weight distribution. Breathe into your front body. Breathe into your abs, into your chest. Last 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Preparing for sun salutations. Just to give a little rest to the engagement, we'll go into cardio. Feet as wide as the hips or feet together, depending on your alignment. Inhale, arms above the head, we do Vinyasa A. Exhale, bend forward. Every time you bend forward, weight on the front foot. Halfway lift, inhale, stretch the back. Exhale, plant the hands, jump back, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come on the tip of your toes, bend the knees, tailbone to the sky, long arms, look forward. Exhale, jump or step to the front of the mat. We do this in movement. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come all the way up. And Samastiti here. Second round. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, bend forward. Press the hands together so you have a strong back. Halfway lift, inhale. Every time we forward bend, weight is on the front foot. Exhale, hands on the floor. Jump or step back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come on the tip of your toes. Bend the knees. Tailbone to the sky. Prepare. Look forward. Exhale, jump to the front of the mat. Beautiful. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come all the way up, extend. Exhale, Samastiti here. This was the second round of 5. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel your hamstrings stretching. Exhale, lower the hands. Jump back, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, tip of the toes, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti here. 2 more to go. Inhale up. Exhale, lower down. Halfway lift, inhale. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. This is number 4. 1 more to go. Come on the tip of your toes, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti here. Last round, we're going to stop in down dog. Inhale up. Exhale, lower down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower. Jump back, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. 5 breaths in down dog. Deep inhale, try to stretch your front body more. At the same time, your heels disappear behind your feet, coming closer to the floor. Starting to engage more the front side of the body. Inhale, lift your right leg up, and as you exhale, you're going to bring your foot between your hands, lowering the left knee on the floor. And then bringing the hands on the right knee. Proper PIR now. With the next inhale, you're going to press really strongly the left ankle into the floor. Really feel the engagement. Come forward with your hips. Yes, press for 10, 9, keep pressing. You should be shaking. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. See if you can come slightly more forward. As you come more forward with the hips, squeeze also the left glute. This stabilizes the pelvis and allows the front chain to be a little more open. Second round, only 5 breaths, 5 counts this time. Inhale and press. You can keep breathing even as we keep the pressure. Left foot strongly into the floor. 3, 2, 1. Before you release, extra inhale. And then as you release the contraction, exhale, you come more forward. Beautiful. Look already how more far we can go. Yeah. Third round. Inhale, press the left ankle into the floor. If you have the hands on the,
Change the legs?
No, same leg. Press the ankle down really strongly here. Press, press. Last 5, 4, Nati, very good. You're gonna come into an extra split. She's gonna dislocate her femur and and release. Inhale. And as you exhale, this is very important. In post-isometric relaxation, you need to release while you exhale. So always take the extra breath. Beautiful. Let's go in the opposite direction. We're now gonna come backwards. And for this variation, we want to have the hips in one line with the knee. So it's kind of half split. Same story. So here, first of all, try to have a straight back as much as it goes. Bend, like flex the right foot. Feel the alignment, like look at your hips. If you're like all twisted, no, hips are really in one line. Hands can be there, more stability if you have the hands on the shin. And then we do the same thing. First round, 10 counts. We're gonna press the right heel strongly into the floor. Let's start. Inhale, press for 10, 9, 8. Keep pressing. You should be shaking. Flex the right foot, Sharon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, see maybe you can go slightly more low. Use the hands to find the stability that you need in order to have the alignment in the legs. Second round, just 5 counts. Inhale and press. Press the heel, strong, strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale. Relax, exhale. Maybe you can bend a little more forward. Always try to think the chest wants to go to the knee, not the chin. So we bend, extending really the hamstrings. Last round, inhale, press, press, press for 5, 4. I feel it in the whole of my leg. 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, exhale, relax. Beautiful. To come into the new range of motion a couple of times, we go forward and backwards. And the idea is that we try to keep the upper body as close as possible to the upper thigh. As we go front, inhale and exhale. When you go front, try to press slightly the left ankle into the floor to allow that elongation. Last 3, 2, and 1. Next time you come to the front, tuck your left toes down. Just one moment to give a little rest. We come into high lunge, and then we open into warrior 2. A little other part of the hamstrings, just 5 times. We extend, inhale, the right knee, exhale, bend forward. Some mobility in the beautiful hip joint. Last 3, 2, and 1. Back into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior, just a passage. And then exhale. Windmill your arms. Back down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, Downward facing dog. 5 breaths here before we hit the other side. We use this down dog to look. How does my right leg feel compared to the left? How does my upper body feel? Remember, we have fascia. It's not separated. What we do in the lower body happens in the upper body. See? The heat? Yeah. Sharon is on fire. Very good. Last 2 breaths here. Take the chance for your down dog. Really feel, test for yourself. And whenever we stay, I really like to look at right and left after I did so much work, no? And then we prepare. You know what's coming, so it's a little easier. Lift your left leg up. And then use the exhalation to bring the left foot between the hands. We're gonna lower the right knee down this time and bring the hands on the left knee. Before we do anything, check your posture. How are my hips? Is my foot correctly engaged? Can I separate the toes using the whole sole of the foot? And then we start. Feel free also to close your eyes. Think about your quadriceps. This is huge, beautiful muscle on the front right thigh. A lot of times, picturing the muscles really helps to connect to them so they feel seen, safe. We take a deep inhale and we press the right ankle strongly into the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale. And only release as you exhale. See, keep the upper body strong and in line. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. The opening happens in the hips. Second round, only 5 counts. Inhale, press the right hip, the right ankle into the floor. Strongly, you should be shaking. Also engage a bit the right glute, this helps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale, exhale, maybe a little more forward. Very good. Last round. Take a deep inhale and press. Lleva tu pie más acá. Ese pie más acá. Siempre la rodilla en una línea con el pie. Muy bien. Press, press, press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale. And think you want to go forward with your hips. Beautiful. Very good. All right. The opposite direction now. Left hamstring. So we find alignment in the legs. Again, we want to have the right hip in one line with the right knee. Just a moment here to find how do I have to position my arms in a way that I can stay in one line. Flex the left toes. You know what's coming. Really strong engagement of the quadriceps as well, to have a long left leg. Deep inhale, and let's press. Press really strongly the heel into the floor. For 10, 9, flex the left foot. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale. Exhale, see if you can bend slightly more forward. Chest to the knee, not chin to the knee. Beautiful. Second round. Inhale and press. Press for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Maybe bend a bit more forward. Last round here, guys. Inhale and press. Press. Feel the engagement for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale deeply. And exhale, release. One leg may feel very different than the other. That's fine. That's why we work symmetrically to bring balance back. Come back to the front. And just as we did before, a couple of times we go front and back. So we're not doing stability training. Sometimes I lead this without using the hands. But for this time today, we really want to Keep the hips in one line and try to bring the torso as close as possible to the upper thigh. Exhale as you go back. Inhale as you come forward and open to the front. 3 more. 2. And 1. Beautiful. In the front, let's curl the right toes under. Just a moment. We come up into high lunge. Find the stability. This is also a quadriceps opening posture. Open, warrior 2. Just 5 times to give a bit of rest. Extend the right knee, the left knee, I mean. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale up. Bend for 3. Bend. 4. Bend. 5. Bend. Reverse the warrior. And exhale. Windmill your arms. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Down dog for some time as we prepare for the next section. If you want to take a child pose and rest in there, that's also fine. We just break the flow for a moment, whatever you need in between. Allow your body to feel that it's working, but is not torturing. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. I've noticed so many times that when I work out so much, then I get more stiff, even if I do mobility and flexibility, and then I take some days off, and wow, suddenly the body is open. That's why rest is so fundamental when we do hardcore stuff. And front split is really, really advanced posture. Last couple of breaths here. If you are in child pose, slowly make your way back into down dog. Walk slightly forward with the feet, not completely forward. Gonna do another quadriceps engagement exercise, and then slowly we're also gonna come to the end. So bring the weight on the left foot. Take a deep inhale here as you lift the right foot slightly up from the floor, and then exhale, leaving the hands where they are. You're gonna try to bring the right foot to touch the right wrist, and then back. We do just 5 of these. Inhale, exhale, tap. Inhale, if you can, don't bring the foot back on the floor, tap. 4, the leg is extended. Very good. 5, hold there for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whee! This is both an engagement of the quadriceps and a stretching of the hamstrings of the right leg. Other leg, 5 times. Challenging postures rewire the brain, yeah? Brain plasticity. It's good to try things out. Inhale here, exhale, tap. Inhale, exhale, tap. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Child pose. Beautiful. Relaxed child pose here. You're going to have the arms next to your body. Shake the hips side to side. This specific exercise was a very great example of what mobility means. We wanted to stretch the hamstrings in movement. So it's how further we can go into the movement while we engage the muscles. Different from passive flexibility, where we have no engagement of the muscle and we just rely on the stretching capacity of the muscle, not the mobility and movement inside of the joint itself. So very difficult, but very good. Come back into down dog. We want to finish with our standing posture to then slowly making our way into the split trial. Let's walk all the way forward. Halfway lift, inhale, extend the back. Exhale, lower down. And then one more time, we come all the way up with a round back, making a circle with our shoulders. So we're gonna target now the stretching of the front side of the body. Bring the weight on the left foot and grab the right ankle from behind. So a little, what we do here. So a lot of people, when they do this one, they like overextend, we're gonna go eventually into dancers. But first, we want to work with the pelvis. So have the knees in one line, more or less in one line, and then see what happens when you tuck and untuck your tailbone. So when you tuck your tailbone in, you should feel more stretch in the quadriceps. That's why you're lengthening. You're bringing this part of the hip higher, so there's more space to cover. So tuck your tailbone in, maybe grab the foot with both hands if that allows it. And we're gonna stay into this stretch. It's what we did laying down before, now standing. Try to bring the scapula and the shoulder blades together behind your back, elbows as well. Yeah, breathe in there. Knees stay more or less in one line for 5, 4, look forward, 3, 2, and 1. Leave the left arm, extend the left arm above. For dancer, we actually take the foot from the inside, the right foot from the inside, point the right toes, and then we come into the forward bending. And what we want to focus on here is on pushing the right foot into the right hand. Beautiful, Nati. Beautiful, Sharon, also Jose. So the more you push the foot into the hand and you pull the hand away from the foot, the more you're engaging, again, mobility. Stretching while engaging. Yes. You almost had a middle split in there. No, after the front split, I mean. Yeah. You're very flexible, eh? Is it from nature or a lot of work, huh? Yeah. Beautiful. That's what I really love. It's like from all the steps now. Yeah. Okay, same story with the other legs is the last standing position for today. So, weight in the right foot. We take from the outside ankle. And again, bring the knee behind, heel close to the buttocks. And again, a couple of times, tuck and untuck your tailbone to see, just, looking for sensation. What is happening here? Once you find your stretch with the tailbone tucked, then maybe you want to grab the foot with both hands. Think about your right foot as well. Sharon, you were there for the class on the foot, so the foot of Yanda, always engaged when we do standing balancing posture for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand releases. We take the foot now from the inside forefoot, right arm above. And then exhale, think about separating the heel from the buttocks and really, really pulling the foot into the hand and vice versa. Beautiful, stay. We aim to stay at least 5 good breaths. José, respira. Siempre respirando. 3, beautiful, Nati. 2, 1, and down. Yay! Let's shake our hips because the hips don't lie. I saw yesterday a variation of like Indian crew from Rajasthan, from the north. So the mustached one and stuff that did like a hips don't lie variation with the harmonium. And it's 12 men. Hips don't lie, like this Indian. So what the fuck? So good. I love humans. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, we want to do one more thing on the floor before we go into the split. Let's do one chair posture. Inhale, hands in front of the chest, just our way down. Exhale, bend the knees, long back, graze the floor with your top of the fingers. Inhale, chair for 5, 4, to
Tuck your tailbone in. 3, use the belly. 2, and 1. Deep inhale, exhale, bend forward. Last forward bend for today. Halfway lift, inhale, hands on the shins. Exhale, lower down, plant the hands, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let's bring the knees down. So we're gonna go one upgrade of what we did at the beginning. So let's do actually camel pose also to prepare the front body as well. So camel posture, the easier version will be with the toes tucked. We want to squeeze the glutes strongly, so really feel that this front body is opening. First variation, just the hands on the lower back, opening the chest up, pushing into the hands. If this feels okay or too easy, you can grab the heels with your hands, making sure that you don't collapse too much back with your buttocks. And stay there. So we keep squeezing the glutes together, pushing the front body to the front. And for you, Natalie, that are very flexible, I think you can do it with the toes long on the floor. Yeah, exactly. This is the final Ustrasana. For us, we stay there, breathe. There's a lower back bend, but there's also a very big upper back bend. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Counter pose of Ustrasana, of camel posture, is rabbit. So you're gonna bring the knees together, the top of the head on the floor, forehead close to the knees, and then you're gonna inhale while you keep connecting with the hands on the heels, and ideally bringing the back of the head on the floor. Now you have your forehead is a bit closer to the knees if possible. Yes, and you extend the elbows as much as you can. Eventually the hips are gonna come on top. Yeah, Sharon, don't look right and left. When we have, no, you're doing perfectly. It's exactly this, like you keep trying to roll to the front and the chin tucked into the chest. So you extend here. When we have weight on the head or on the neck, we never look right and left because that compression can create damage in the discs or the tendons. And then come back into sitting on your heels. Beautiful. Well, a long time I was not doing this posture. Back bends. How is your neck, Nati? Yeah. Okay. Last preparation. This is what I wanted to go on before. Remove the flesh. Try to see how you feel. If for your knees this is okay. If it's not, you can have a little blanket under the belly, under the sitting bones. Yes. ¿Cómo están las rodillas?
Bien.
Okay.
Gracias.
She's preparing for Shavasana. All right. So slowly, and it's also a very nice position to massage the foot actually, like sometimes I do this. We go down, just what we did at the beginning, but this time with both knees. What we don't want is for this variation, to overarch the lower back. So try to think that the lower back wants to come on the floor, and at the same time you want to press the knees into the floor. If this is too easy, knees together, or as close as possible. You can go down. Trying to bring, I'm really not good in back bends, so ideally the upper back is on the floor, but we focus on the quadriceps for here. We're staying here for 10 breaths, and it's our closing sequence to prepare the split. Very good. Try to squeeze the glutes to protect the lower back. Beautiful, Nati, yeah. Use the breath. Breath is the ally. Deep inhale. When you work with breath work as well, and I think both Sharon and Nati are working with the breathwork, so you know that having a good release, a good exhale, really is a master teacher for the mind, for the nervous system. So let's use it while we do asanas as well. Exactly. And slowly make your way back up. Yeah. So we don't have blocks, which is a bit of a pity, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're warriors. So, split. What we see a lot in split, especially like in people that do circus arts and stuff, I was seeing that a lot. Like, you have a goal, so it doesn't matter how you reach the position, you reach. When we do yoga, alignment, physiotherapy and stuff, no, it's better to have to be a bit outside of the end position, but correctly, rather than make a mistake. So what I'm meaning here is that a lot of people, they come in the split. I had a friend, she had a full split, but then you looked at her hip, the hip was completely outer rotated. This is not the best, no? We want to have these hips both ideally in one line. So how we prepare the split, and without the block, maybe a little bit more difficult, but we can compromise a bit on the back. So let's come with the right leg to the front. I personally like to go into the split using the front leg. So we're gonna crawl, 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 till we can bring the heel down. And then this, until you're, exactly, yeah. Try to extend the front leg, even if you don't come completely down, you have the back leg behind, yeah. Good, and here, because I love you, we're gonna do post-isometric relaxation. So what we did before, broken between front and back, we do at the same time. So you want, wherever your leg is, but it's important that your right heel is on the floor, we're gonna take a deep inhale, press the right heel in the floor, and at the same time pressing the left ankle into the floor. And we hold for 10, 9, 8, you can do it, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale and stop. And see if you can come a little lower. Very good. Also, you can shake side to side a little bit. Allow your body to feel safe. 2 more times, just 5 counts. Inhale, press, heel and ankle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. So with blocks, this will be a little better because we will have the weight on the hands, but we do what we can. Last round. Inhale, exhale, press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, exhale, down. And now we stay for 10 breaths. Stay, stay, stay. Beautiful, Natalie. Yeah. It's a body splitting position, this one. Now standing up, I feel my body's like, where? Yeah, we give her 5 more breaths. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's see how she comes out. Very good. Sit on your heels like him for a moment. Yes. After 1 week of food poisoning, into split. Opening the low chakra. Beautiful. Okay, let's just stay here for a moment and really try to feel. You can also stand up and try to walk for a moment, like I just did. You feel like it's, there is something, the body's like, whoop. Yeah. All right, we will do the other side and then we're done for today. So, left foot front. Again, I like to adjust the back leg, long back foot, and then from here, feeling a bit into it, one side also may look very different than the other. We crawl and crawl and crawl and crawl till the heel can come on the floor. And as you can see, this is not my happy side. Yeah. So let's just shake and slide a bit side to side to also feel the hamstrings, feel the weight of the body into the floor till we find the stillness. And we begin. You know, first round is 10 counts. Press, inhale, press. Left heel, right ankle into the floor. Empuja el pie izquierdo, el pie derecho en el piso. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale. Exhale, release, and see if you can go slightly more down. All right. Second round. Inhale, press. 5, 4. Try to squeeze the shoulder blades together if you reach with your hands. 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale. Exhale, release, slide. Whew, okay. Last round. Deep inhale. Press. Right ankle, left heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, release. And we stay. Stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's sit on the heels. Beautiful. I like when I do this then to massage my legs, give some love to the hips, to the slowly coming out. And we breathe. When we work on these big hip stretches, like a lot of emotions can flow. The hips really hold a lot of things. So let's be very compassionate, very understanding. And we have 3 more minutes, more or less. If you want to do any closing posture that is in your practice, suggested inversion, but doesn't have to be a twist or whatever your body needs right now, take. It's always good to finish the class with a little bit of personal decisions and things that you may need or that you feel your body wants to do. Before going into the Shavasana. Point the toes, squeeze the legs. Yes. Beautiful. Wow. Nati 1, Jardia 0. The longest handstand I've seen you do. Very good. Also with the handstands, you know, I notice when I take a break for a bit, then like I'm more able. It's crazy, you know. Like the body is like, thank you for the shanti. Well done, guys. So whenever you feel ready, if you want your blankets, everyone has blankets. We're gonna go into a beautiful Shavasana, very much needed after this strong practice. Think for your Shavasana that you want to take the first couple of breaths to really drop the weight of your body into the floor, like a stone through water. Inhale is to connect, exhale is to release and let go. And then nothing more to think about, nowhere to go, just staying present with the breath, with the body, and with the relaxation. Slowly start, not to move, but just to become aware of the sounds around you and the sensation of the body laying down on the floor. Just that for a couple of breaths. If there are any parts still in the body that need a bit of attention, you can imagine to bring the inhale there to make space, and then use the exhale to release the density. An airplane that lands back on the earth, you imagine to land back into your body with the power of the inhale. You can start to move the toes and the fingers just slightly, bring movement back into the body, Progressing to making some circles with the wrists and the ankles. Then use the next inhale to stretch your arms above your head. Bringing the legs together, pointing the toes, big inhale and make yourself long, long. And then use the exhalation to gather the knees to the chest, to give yourself a big hug and squeeze. Rock gently side to side to massage the lower back, and then let yourself fall on one side or the other, the one that comes more natural right now. When you feel ready, with the eyes closed, you can push yourself up into seated position. Let's just make a couple of cat and cow from seated position to welcome the verticality again. Some fluidity in the spine, maybe some circles. To then find the stillness into the verticality, bringing the hands together in front of the chest. And before we do one Om and Three Shanti to close, let's just take a moment to really send a lot of gratitude to this beautiful body vessel that we have, our avatar. Gratitude for all the movement, all the life, all the sensations, memories that it helps ride. But then also a big gratitude to our soul that makes us come here to practice. There are so many ways of using our time, and yet here we are, moving the body. This is very precious. So thank you for doing that. We'll take a deep inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Beautiful. Thank you, guys.